Today is Wednesday, which is Seeking Wednesday. That's where we're going to be seeking deep for these answers, going deep inside, talking to the inner self, the Holy Spirit, teaming up, tag team, back again. So I started reading Judges chapter 2. They were just talking about how the people forget. When the stories stop being told, how the people forget. The world comes in and people push their other agendas on top of you, and then the next thing you know, the thing that you know that brought you to where you at and been your success, you stop doing it. Whether it's reading, whether it's writing, whether it's meditating, whether it's prayer, whether it's going to church, whether it's spending time with family, whatever it is, the world gonna always push their agenda on you. That's what's happening to these folks. I mean, it happens all the time. I tell you what, man, that Old Testament, you go to the Old Testament, man, all the stuff, see, that's the deal. That's all, they didn't have a real relationship individually with God like we got right now, right? They didn't. So they went through some struggles. The same struggles we go through all the time right now. The same struggles, right? Same struggles. But yesterday was a good day. Worked hard. I got, with the client, I found myself saying, man, I need this, this may be becoming a waste of time, because I know I was supposed to be in my time block. But the fear of missing out is always there. That's one of the biggest fear, FOMO. Fear of missing out on something. So that's what it is. I mean, that's all it is. But that's what I've been working on. So today, I'm going in the time block. I got an early appointment, but after that, I don't have an appointment. I'm going right in my time block, catch up on everything. Until I feel the unction. And if I feel the unction to get up, move around, look around, and boom, I'll do it. But right now, I'm feeling the unction. I gotta get in there. I got to. This is one of the things I want to take advantage of, my opportunities, things that I've been praying for, that I be wasting opportunities. Of course, we want the low-hanging fruit. Of course, we've been striving to get more and get more, but I know that I have all that I need and more if I just utilize what I already have. Take no, like this acres of diamonds. You out still digging for something else, and you missing ripe fruit on the vine right now. The fruit is ripe right now. And yeah, you're supposed to be out planting. Yeah, you're supposed to be out looking, but if you know you got some fruit that's right, you got to be paying close attention to that. You got to be on top of that. But that was yesterday. Today is a new day. So there's no reason to feel sorry that I wasn't on top of it yesterday. I just vowed to do it today. Because what's mine is mine. I'm connected to all that belongs to me, and nobody can take it away. By an invisible, golden, unbreakable cord. I come into this world already financed by God. With all that I want, all the resources already on my pathway. Wherever that pathway is. Now, some pathways have more resources than others. Granted, yeah. But it just says on my pathway. I got resources on my pathway. So that's where I'm at. Oh yeah, and after I finished meditating, and I was talking to my wife, she was saying, hey, yeah, I want to get that VIP and the options and all that stuff like that. I said, yeah, we got the VIP. I said, hey, you looked in it yet? Nah, I'm gonna look in it later on. It's going on 3 days, right? But I know how it is. Because I had mentioned, I know how it is. We got so much going on. We want to get the next thing, but we know that we don't have the time. And if the deal is carving the time out. That's where the habit at, carving out the time. Then your brain be saying, well, you know, I know I ain't got time to kind of dive into it. I'm gonna wait till the weekend. I'm gonna wait till I get some time to get into it. I'm gonna do this. But, you know, I told my daughter, I said, look, you got in VIP yet? Hey, I'm gonna do it tonight. She didn't tell me, so I didn't think she had dived into it. So we was talking, then boom, my daughter called up. Hey, look, what y'all doing? Y'all ain't dived into the VIP yet? I said, maybe we just talking about that. She said, yeah. She said, I've been into it, looking at some videos and stuff like that, then became overwhelmed, so I had to dive back out of it. I said, yeah, that's the name of the game. Cause your ego gonna tell you, hey, you need to be perfect. You need to be sitting down. You need to have the pen and paper out. You need to, man, but you gotta just do what you can do. Have I been into it? Nah, I'm gonna look at it today when I get to work. After I finish my work, I'm gonna look at it today. If not, then I'm gonna do it when I get home. I'm gonna at least look at it. I don't care if it's 5 minutes a day. I'm gonna at least look at it. So me and my daughter got to talking. She was talking about meditation and stuff like that. Had my other daughter on three-way. The son was in the room. He would listen to a little bit, gleaming a little bit. On three-way? Yeah, we on three-way. And I was talking. I said, yeah, you know what? She said, yeah, I'm thinking about doing this meditation. Came by the way. My other said, Dad just got through doing that. What you doing? You been doing it? Been telling me? I said, look, I just told you in spirit. That's why you jumped on top of it. And she was talking, you know, about the struggles with it and stuff like that. Man, what this guy gonna do? Struggles with it, you know, just life and just. Then she said something about her job, you know. My wife had mentioned to her that she said she was bored with her job. But then I heard her say it again, that it was getting to a point that people was noticing it around her, asking her if she was gonna quit. And my wife said, man, you better not quit. You better not quit. Man, all the money you making. She said, well, yeah, I know. I just need to kind of change my perspective, because I was watching this anime, and this guy was going to work, and he was playing basketball, and he wanted to score a goal, and that's all he wanted to do is score a goal. And then this boss man moved into a position where they'll never score a goal. That position hardly ever scores a goal, and he started feeling real depressed. And then my wife said, yeah, sure, you're right. Then my daughter said, what you why say that? She said, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Same thing. She said, yeah, it's the same thing. You know, you're in the position, you're not happy about the position. So what do you do? Then my daughter said the magic word, you change your perspective. You gotta change the way you look at it. How can you do that? That's gonna take work. Lucky your boy been working on it, you know what I'm saying? It's all about perspective. You gotta set yourself up to win and believe it. You know, it's a small goal. How can you win? You gotta dig in, and you gotta find out. But the only reason people normally don't like those jobs is because, you know, their perspective is wrong, and then their why is wrong. They ain't made the right connections, and then probably a lot of times, you know, they disillusioned. They get ran by their emotions, by their ego running the thing. The ego want to score the goal. That's the ego. They don't realize. They don't realize who running the show. And if you ain't doing it, then the ego say, man, we need to be doing something else. We need to be doing something else, so we can get some recognition. You know, we need to get some kind of recognition. That's how it is. That's how the ego is. You know, want to get that recognition, and then hey, you're at a job here. You say that you're at a job and you're making like, I understand about having a career fulfillment and stuff like that. But while you're there for that season, you can go ahead and gather those resources, gather that harvest in. And the real reason is you don't have a purpose for the excess. You don't have a purpose for the harvest. Of how you can help others. See, that's the main thing. That's the main thing, see. And it's contrary to what the world has been teaching us too. Contrary to what the world has been teaching us. Helping yourself, helping others. The key thing is helping others. And once you realize that, really truly embrace that, then you're gonna get more juice out the plug. You're gonna get more juice out the plug. You ain't gotta, the demand ain't big enough. I know you saying the demand in your mind, but the demand come from your heart, from your spirit. What's flowing out. It's tricky. I know it's tricky. It's tricky. Alright. So yeah, now your boy out there is super tricky. Because your innermost is what's flowing. You be like, man, I don't know if I can give no more, man. I need to start receiving. Girl Joyce Meyer, she was on the other day. She said, look, I just went to work. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna go home, and Dave probably gonna be out playing golf. I'm gonna be at home by myself. I'm gonna be tired. That's when the devil gonna attack you. And say stuff, hey, you have your little pity party. Man, I keep giving to everybody. When somebody gonna give to me? When somebody gonna look after me? When we have to come to the realization God already looking out for us. He's in our interest. She said the same thing. When you're tired and weak, that's when He's gonna attack, and He's gonna attack you with that selfishness. You know, now here's a fine line. See the fine line. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Fine line between selfishness and taking care of yourself. See what I'm saying? Sounds the same. It ain't the same. See, we'll get over to I've done this. This is what I do. You know, I'm saying we will, but I will. No, I've done it. You start thinking that selfishness, self-sacrifice, and taking care of yourself is all the same. So what you end up doing is not taking care of yourself, self-sacrificing, so that you don't feel selfish. But take care of yourself and selfish are two different things. Here's the deal. Why don't you look it up? Look up selfishness. I do that. I ain't never looked it up neither, but I'd be surprised what it say. What is selfishness? I'm gonna be surprised what it say. And I know that it's different than taking care of myself. Because I gotta take care of myself. And when I'm taking care of myself, that ain't selfish. I know other people use it as a weapon. And that's what's happened. They've used that as a weapon so long that our ego have to protect itself. Somebody call you selfish, then you want to retaliate. I ain't selfish. Versus, a lot of people say that just to kind of throw something out at you. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Man, I ain't doing that. Yeah, I had a momentary distraction. I saw some shaking like that, so it's gotta be on. Man, I'm wearing these ties out. That's a part of me that I'm working on. I'm only in this car for like 30 minutes, so then I already made up in my mind when we go out of town, we're gonna drive to explore anyway. Since the fuel economy is about the same. Plus it rides better, we got more room. Yeah. But it don't matter. Let's go ahead and get over, let this guy do what he want to do. I'm gonna ease over here, let this guy go ahead about his business. I let everybody over and everybody let me over. That's the name of the game. Now, is that being selfish? Some people could say it is being selfish. You didn't do that for him, you did that for yourself. You're selfish. But yeah, hey, but that's the name of the game. But yeah, I challenge you, let's look that up. Let's look up selfishness and just see exactly what it is. And then go from there. Right now, I'm finna go ahead and pop in some old good stuff to listen to on the way to work. Go to work to work. Peace out. Do it to it.